Good day to Miss Lidiawani. My name is Yomiki and my metric number is 280953. Today I would like to present about the global warming is real. Earthquake, tsunami, melting glaciers, volcanoes, and hurricanes are some of the natural disasters that will really strike. What I'm about to gently remind you is true, and it will transform your life forever. Wake up and smell the flowers that are flowering now in the dead of winter. You have certainly heard the word global warming for years and years. However, in recent years, you might also heard some critics questioning some of its claims. Is global warming a real concern? Or are some individuals unsure if global warming is true or not? Is it actually caused by humans? The phrase global warming describes a temperature rise. The greatest rapid temperature increase has occurred in recent decades, attributable mostly to anthropogenic or human-caused activity that release extra greenhouse gas to the atmosphere. The combustion of fossil fuel is an example of human-caused activity. Global warming has become one of the most pressing environmental challenges of our day. In recent decades, the increasing prevalence of non-renewable fuels, often known as fossil resources, as well as coal, petroleum, and natural gas, has led to environmental damage. Modern-day environmental challenges include global warming, climate change, species extinction, and ozone depletion, to mention a few. Today, I would like to persuade all of you that global warming is real. Firstly, global warming is real, which is caused by increased greenhouse gas. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, states that is highly probable because human activity seems to be the major source of the observed heating. The greenhouse effect is one of the key reasons for global warming. Once the heat of the sun is trapped by the greenhouse gas in the atmosphere, the temperature rise, resulting in global warming. The presence of the greenhouse effect was a precious gift because it keeps global temperature at a comfortable degree, enabling living things on Earth livable. Without the greenhouse effect, the Earth might be frigid and uncomfortable, like Mars. The challenge here was that humanity's insatiable desire for fossil energy as a source of power is purposely amplifying the greenhouse effect. What is the final outcome? A spike of global warming, which is having a number of effects on the Earth's natural climatic system. Greenhouse affect the quantity of heat in the atmosphere, causing the greenhouse effect and leads to global warming. Fluorinated gases, nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide, and methane are the four primary greenhouse gases that cause global warming through greenhouse effect. First, carbon dioxide that emits to the atmosphere is caused by the burning of fossil fuel such as petroleum, coal, and natural gas. Automobile, trucks, trains, and aircraft all run off fossil fuel. Various electric power facilities also rely on fossil fuels. Second, the bulk of methane in the atmosphere comes from animal husbandry, landfills, and fossil energy production. For example, coal mining as well as natural gas processing. Third, nitrogen oxide is emitted during agriculture, land use, and industrial activity. Fourth, there are some examples of fluorinated gases such as chlorofluorocarbons, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, and hydrofluorocarbons. Those kind of greenhouse gases are used in aerosol cans and refrigeration. Human activity like this lead to global warming through emitting greenhouse gas to the atmosphere, which absorb more heat than normal. That is the first reason to believe that global warming is real. Now, let's move on to the second reason, which is caused by cutting down forests. Secondly, global warming is real, which is caused by cutting down forests. Forests play an important role, which traps greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and produce oxygen during photosynthesis. It is in order to keep them from accumulating within the atmosphere and rising temperature of the Earth. They also run the process called respiration, but as forests grow, photosynthesis surpasses respiration, and surplus carbon is stored in tree trunks, roots, and soil. The term for this process is known as sequestration. Once forests have been chopped down, the majority of carbon stored in them is emitted into the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. Global warming is being increased by the presence of deforestation. Forests are logged to provide space for a wide range of agricultural commodities as well as other human impacts. In addition, for internationally traded items, namely cattle, soybeans, palm oil, and wood products, have become responsible for serious tropical deforestation. Deforestation has a triple warming effect on global warming. One, we have lost a key partner in the fight to keep extra carbon from the atmosphere and delay global warming. Two, once trees were cutting down, all carbon that was retained is emitted into the air and decomposed or burns on the jungle floor, creating even more emission. 3. Deforested areas are frequently replaced by both animal husbandry and agriculture, resulting in huge emission of greenhouse gases. When combined together, these emissions account for a quarter of all global emissions. Agriculture, unsurprisingly, contributes to emission. In fact, agriculture emissions are only second to those of the energy industry in the race for the title of larger emitter. That is the second reason to believe that global warming is real. Now, let's move on to the third reason, which is caused by using transportation. Thirdly, global warming is real, which is caused by using transportation. Global warming is exacerbated by personal automobiles. According to NASA's Goddard Institute for Space Study, roadway transportation will be the most significant contribution to global warming over the next 50 years. Cars and trucks release for almost 1/5 of all US emissions of greenhouse gases, with each gallon of petrol emitting around 24 pounds of carbon and other greenhouse gases. Based on the Department of Energy, personal automobiles idling waste 3 billion gallons of fuel per year and release 30 million tons of CO2 into the atmosphere in the United States. When carbon dioxide is discharged into the atmosphere, it has a lifetime around 100 years, according to Daniel Curtis, a CSUF professor in the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry. The transportation industry in the US accounts for roughly 30% of all the US global warming emissions, far more than any other. The transportation industry comprises car, trucks, plane, train, ship, as well as freight. Most of them are powered by fossil fuel. Carbon and other pollutants are released into the atmosphere when fossil fuels are burned. As a result, transportation is liable for a portion of the greenhouse gas emission. With the arrival of electric automobiles, this effect may be lessened. All of the above are the three reasons to believe that global warming is real. We can clearly note that global warming is real and caused by several reasons. In general, if personal comfort keeps taking precedence above the health of the atmosphere, the human population health will suffer. For example, cutting down the forest in order to plant another agricultural plant that can bring benefits cause the rise of carbon dioxide. People choosing to use private transportation rather than public transportation also will indirectly increase the greenhouse gases that cause global warming. In fact, global warming is real and is caused by increased greenhouse gases, cutting down forests, and using transportation. Therefore, global warming puts our health at risk. endanger national security and jeopardize other basic human requirements. That's all from me. Thank you.